The Chicago Cubs taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. John Shelby, Chris Singleton with you. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series. And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series. Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this. Just about to get underway. And on the hill, Jackson Jobe. What's the word on him?
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter. And really, he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Benny Rodriguez in now, takes ball one off the plate. Swung on, belted. Takahashi going back. Oh! That ball was crushed. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
The batter, number 3.
Rodriguez playing up the middle at short. 29 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that one goes straight to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
Runner at second, 2 down here in game 1 of the NLDS. Shoots a line drive single into right center, coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well done, drives in the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Gilbert throws to first. Rodriguez back on a dive. Field 2. Runner on the move. Up the middle. Holiday. Slings to first. And that is the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the 4th now in game number 1. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs nothing.
The batter, number 3. Shortstop, Benny Rodriguez.
It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
2 outs. And that drops in for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball. Sneaks through, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's now a 2-run game.
Picks himself up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now it's William Contreras. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver. Oh, and now a wild pitch. Well done behind the dish. For a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Back here in L.A., now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Out to short, Rodriguez. On to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's going to be Benny Rodriguez. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Bounce to third. Slings it across, and that's the 3rd out. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail it here, 6-4. Tied at 6. And next for the Cubs, Kemp Alderman. 1 down, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
The bat, the third baseman, Jose Arnett.
So 2 down. There's the shortstop at the plate, Benny Rodriguez. He's already homered here in this one.
Well, 1 swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
Fastball for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
This guy's got good power. With 1 swing, he can win it for him. That one fouled off. Hit on the ground to short. Adames, the throw to first. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. Nothing across here this half. 10th inning coming up, and we're all even at 6 apiece. And up next for Chicago, Nolan Schanuel. Out to short, Rodriguez. 1 away in the top half of the 10th.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder Wow, really impressive.
And the final here today, 9-8. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series move. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And starting in this one, Pedro Casilla.
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
So 2 down, Benny Rodriguez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Sends it to first, and that is that. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Scoreless after 1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Shortstop, Benny Rodriguez.
On the ground to first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle.
Here's Kyle Tucker. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here in Game 2 of the NLDS. Runner on the go. On the ground to third, Arnaz. Fires over to first. And Tucker is retired. And that is that. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We head to the 4th inning now in Game 2. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs nothing. We're in the 2nd game of this division series. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Robert Takahashi. Out to short. To first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Leading up for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Danny.
The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez, Game 5 of the ALDS in Oakland, and man, hit a double off the wall. Great feeling for a guy who would eventually go into the Hall of Fame.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That's to third. Arnaz zips it to first. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Back here in L.A. And now the DH, Dalen Lyle. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it across. One up, one down.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Benny Rodriguez. 1 for 3. The shortstop takes the ball. Joyce, 32 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And another ball.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
That one at triple digits.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. And there's the ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RB.
Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. Two outs. Here goes the runner. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Dives and he can't hang on. Coming home. He'll score easily. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. That is the inning. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Cubs nothing. So up now for Chicago, Robert Takahashi. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. On the ground, 2 ball. To second, that's 1. On to first in time. Double play.
Now back.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6th hole. Starts the double play. It's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started. This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once this series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton on the call. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
Well, it's a lot to ask a team to come back from down 2-0, but it's been done before, and I know they're not lacking in confidence even in this tough situation, but it all starts with getting off to a good start in this one.
And when you're the team that holds the 2-0 edge in a 5-game series, you want to end the series right now.
Absolutely. Avoid any drama or doubt and finish the job.
It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3, and we'll be back in a minute to get it started. So, almost ready to get underway, and on the mound in this one, Robert Gomez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
And fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Swung on, belted. Going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags and goes to third.
Man, I'm telling you, you better have your life insurance policy right. When you challenge the Ivy, there's blick behind that. It's not forgiven at all, but he seemed to be concerned about one thing, and that's making that catch. Nice job.
First and second here, no outs. That's inside. And that's ball one. First and second, no outs here in game 3 of the NLDS. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. The run comes in to score from second. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Everything came together for him. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. And out number 1 on the grab. Tries to get back and save.
Definitely a weird play right there, and it changes the outlook of the inning completely. Nice job by the defense to take advantage and get 2 outs out of it, but on the flip side, I have to think they're going to have some discussions and probably some lessons learned about the base running decisions that were made.
Spencer Torkelson, the next to hit. Tapped softly on the ground. Sends it to first, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Cubs nothing. 1 out, base is empty.
Eddie Rodriguez.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing. First offering, runner goes in the air, pretty deep out to center field. Takahashi brings it in, and there are 2 down.
The batter, the catcher, William Contreras.
And now it's William Contreras. Two outs. Runner on the move. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Here's a rocket out to left. Durant makes the grab. And that is that. So the Dodgers lead 1, and it remains 5-2. So a man at first. And next for the Cubs, Robert Takahashi. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Out to short. They take the force out. That ends the inning. Cubs lead 1. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Third game of the division series. Here's a big power threat. Benny Rodriguez.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Myers back to work.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
First and second, no outs. And up next for Los Angeles, William Contreras. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And no one can get there. Run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. Back here in Wrigley Field, and now the shortstop, Benny Rodriguez. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Hit on the ground to short. Ling throws to first. One up, one down.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
And next for L.A., Benny Rodriguez. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And first offering is fouled off. All loaded up here in the late stages of Game 3. That's in there. 0-2 now. That's inside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a base hit up the middle. One run across. Another comes in to score, and they now lead by 9. And he's got a double, his 4th hit. So 2 on with 2 away. Here's Kyle Tucker. Traffic on the bases with 3 already across here in Game 3 of the NLDS. Base hit, 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe! And the runner from second scores on the play. And they extend their lead.
You win a National League Division Series, you can breathe a little bit as the next one will stretch out to possibly 7 games. I'm sure they don't want to take it that far, but they're just going to be happy to get there. Congratulations.